Excellency has stood up on a step so that he can see over these two giants.
I empathise with him.
What will it be, revenge or repeat?
I love it. It's so intense, isn't it, when you see them together? It's only two guys staring at each other, but it's, it gives you that tingle, doesn't it? Because in 2 days they're going to go to battle. It's a daunting thought if you think about it. And that's, again, that's why the people say this game's so mental, because if you think about it, if you overthink about what you're about to do, you'll lose your mind, you'll lose your bottle, you won't go through with it. So, it takes a lot of resolve.
Very intense. Seeing this today, does it change your mind at all?
No, I never change my mind, even we're right or wrong. In this fight, I think it's such a close call, I think, that, listen, the smart money and I think the sensible choice would be Oleksandr Usyk. I think because the way he performed, even though Fury had loads of success, it was all at the pace of Oleksandr Usyk. But I'm still going to stick with Tyson Fury. I really am. I think he will adapt a little bit better. Does not do much more, but a little bit more. Usyk will adapt as well. I think Fury will up it a little bit more as well. I think arguably this might be a better fight.
A very long stare, that's for sure.
Look at the size difference, though. Unbelievable, isn't it?
It is, because when you stand next to Oleksandr Usyk, he's massive.
It's a big limb.
And
I mean, he seems to have gone, since he turns heavyweight, he seems to have gone taller.
I was shocked how tall he was.
Yeah, he seems to have gone bigger, and he's filled out with I think really almost an ideal size for a heavyweight. Just Fury is a super size heavyweight, isn't he? That's the difference. And I like Fury as well. It doesn't look like to me he's put on too much bulk. He might put on a little bit more weight, and and that's not a bad thing. But I think ultimately he needs to be mobile, he needs to be fit, he needs to have loads of energy in the tank, because he knows he's going to have to fight at a pace that he's not naturally comfortable with. And if he can train for that and get ready for that, then this is going to be an absolute tear-up. This
is a long face-off. Neither of them want to break the eye contact.
Well, somebody's got to get in the middle before it does tip over the edge, and that's the worry. But then, for TV, it's fantastic, isn't it? Keep going and we'll see what happens. But no one's going to give here. Somebody's got to get in the middle.
Someone's going to have to get in the middle.
Yeah, they're going to have to, yeah.
And on the press conference tables, majority of people were all for Tyson Fury. They were, even fair play to Dave Allen, on the same side as Usyk, actually said Fury.
Yeah, well, I think, I don't think that'll be the consensus of most boxing fans. I think most of them will fancy Oleksandr Usyk, and rightfully so. But, I think, I know boxing people will see that Fury will be able to adapt. You can't go always on like Bob Arum, what a great boxing guy he is, but you can't go on the Wilder 2 fight where he'd come in as a different fighter, because he's not up against Deontay Wilder. Oleksandr Usyk is a much clever animal than Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder's just more danger with the power, so he's not going to be able to do that. But he can be more assertive, he can be more aggressive. I think he can be, try and take the pace. You got to take the pace. I think anyone who dictates the pace in this fight wins the fight. The problem is, for Fury, is Oleksandr Usyk always fights at his pace. He's never not been the way. Even when he's moving around, he's still getting back to the centre of the ring, and he's still almost initiating most of the exchanges, or forcing you to throw, forcing you to work, whatever it is. So that's going to be the puzzle for Fury. But listen, he's a maverick at times, and people who can think on their feet are the most difficult to beat.
Now, as a former fighter, what is going through your mind at this point? What is?
I would have been gone 10 minutes ago. I wouldn't have this. I mean, nothing really. They're probably thinking, let's just get out here. But you become stubborn. That's what you become. I'm not going to back down from you. I mean, that's what they'll feel now. I mean, at the beginning, they probably could have walked away, but it's got to a stage now, you can't. You're in it. They're in it now. They'll be there all day. I'd leave them all day.
We
could have a sponsor stare off here for charity and make a fortune for a nice charity.
Yeah, because you hear the stories of how stubborn Tyson Fury is. The sauna story where he wouldn't leave the sauna, and he ended up being in there for a ridiculous length of time just out of stubbornness.
Yeah, well, I mean, you have to listen. You have to be. There's two things you have to be. One thing you have to be as a fighter is selfish. It's all about you. You have to be selfish, and also you have to be brave, or you have to show brave, which is bravado. So something like this would be bravado. I mean, they're both brave. We've seen what they're like in fights, both of them. So we know you can't question their courage, their resolve, and their resistance at times as well. Especially Tyson Fury. But Oleksandr Usyk, he's fighting giants every day of the week now, and he's dominating all of them. That's the difference. So they're special athletes, do special things, and these guys are special talents. They really are. So and most important for boxing, is that we've got two great fighters boxing each other. That's all we need.
It certainly is. And do you reckon anyone's actually going to get in the middle of these two?
Someone got it. This is taking too long. I mean, we could come back tomorrow. They might still be here.
They'll definitely still be there. I mean, it doesn't look like anyone's going to get in the middle of them. I think they're just letting them get on with it. Well, while we're waiting to see if anyone does split this up, let's take a look at what's going on outside. Obviously, we are Riyadh season, and it wouldn't be Riyadh season without something a bit special. This face-off has been going for 7 minutes, and it's still going on despite the best efforts to split it up.
To be fair to Mauricio Sullivan, the WBC boss, he's made a good effort there. I tell you what, though, the size on Tyson Fury. I mean, how deep he is as well from chest to back. I mean, it looks massive.
Yeah, I think they're going to need some more people to help break this up, because
the problem you get, also the problem you get there, more hands that come in. Then it starts to get a little bit pushy, and then it's a potential there, not just for them, it's the kick off around them. So this has to be a very delicate thing. They should have done it earlier, really, but like, what's this now? We were 7 minutes, like a minute ago, weren't we? So I would make it 8 minutes. I'm good at math.
He's trying to talk them down, but they are having... I don't even think Tyson Fury is actually looking at Usyk anymore.
No, he's right at him. He's looking right at him. Usyk hasn't blinked.
No,
not at all.
He really hasn't. I mean, we saw all the dancing going on just outside here. Everyone's having a great time. Yeah. There it is. We saw Moses and Talma dancing as well with everyone. So there's a party going on outside, and a very intense stare-off going on inside.
Maybe get these guys in to break it up. Maybe a little bit of entertainment might.
Usyk loves a bit of dancing. It could.
There you go, there's a smile there, a little nod there. Now we're going to start break. There you go, the words come in.
Yeah, talking to each other now.
Now you get, that's it, now you get it, because once the talking starts, that's when it starts getting a little bit tasty. Again, what we say, this is your last real chance, really. The way you might say is that this is the last real chance to try and get that little bit of an edge.
Extraordinary scenes, getting very animated now. If we look onto the stage,
we need a mic there. We don't need a mic here. We need a mic there.
Oh, we're not there now. Surely someone's got a mic in there, so we know what they're saying. I predict a riot playing. Let's hope not.
There you go. There's just Brendan. There's the Tyson security guy. See, you see that push in, when you get the arms and it all kicks off. He's up for the Fury, look at him. I mean, you can't, the one thing though, you can't intimidate Oleksandr Usyk.
I've just been told we've reached the 10-minute mark for this.
Might be a record. That,
What
you
is the record?
I do not know. Sorry about that. I do not know. Somebody. will
Someone
know.
tell us what the record is. We're getting the info. We've got plenty of time. This is still going on.
I mean, listen, we've had press conferences where the worst things have happened than this. Let's not forget that. Recently, but it means so much. The emotions start to overflow a little bit here. Fury wants to make his point that he's going to be better. But he's telling people, and listen, he did this against Wilder too. I know you can't compare it, but he's saying, I'm going to finish you this time. It's not going to be I'm going to be better than beat you. I'm going to finish you. He's saying to us, I just got to do a little bit more. I only lost by the knockdown, which I don't know, but that's what he thinks. But I think he's telling Usyk, I'm doing more than that. But listen, he doesn't care, does he? Cool as a cucumber, that guy.
Never seems remotely bothered by anything you said to me.
No, he's a man full of confidence. You bet on yourself, don't you? Especially, and these world-class athletes, world-class boxers, are